here at the NVIDIA booth, and I have Duncan Poole with me. He's an NVIDIA fellow. Duncan, CUDA 4 has been released a month or so ago. So what do you think are the main features that are most important for the HPC community?
Well, we have several system management features that are being exposed now. One is the NVIDIA Management Layer, or NVML, and this allows our cluster tools vendors to provide better ways of monitoring the behavior of the system.
That's right.
And then, of course, in collaboration with your team, with CUPTI, which is the CUDA Performance Tools interface, we've worked together to release a version of PAPI that is actually able to support performance counters on GPUs.
Excellent. The GPU debate is over. Very lively and interesting discussion. And I have both panelists with me. And I start with David Kirk from NVIDIA. David, where are we going with GPUs in terms of HPC and exascale?
I think some of the biggest challenges with HPC and exascale are getting increased compute density as well as decreased power per computing operation. And this is going to require both changes in GPU architecture as well as overall system architecture and additional evolution to the programming model to make sure that computation stays local to where the memory is stored.
Right. And Thomas Sterling is unusually quiet. Does it mean you agree on this?
David is right as far as he goes, but a future supercomputer will be more than the myriad GPUs that are included in the system. They'll be very strong, very important, and very different memory systems as well. The marriage of the two is likely to bring us to exascale. Any one piece alone will be insufficient.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm here with Horst Simon. He is Deputy Director of the Berkeley Lab. Welcome, thank you for joining. I listened to the GPU debate and between David Kirk and Thomas Sterling. You were the moderator, so what's your opinion on this?
Well, we went into a debate, and it was supposed to be a debate between a protagonist and antagonist.
That's right.
And I really used the Greek terms because I did want to see some drama, but it was actually less dramatic than
I actually heard you saying you want to see some blood.
Yes. No, there was definitely no blood. No, I would say there were maybe one or two things that are worth mentioning. One is I think that both sides did not really agree on one of the key issues, and this is the amount of power that an exaflop system, say, by the end of a decade would consume. Yeah. David Kirk used the by now common number of 20 megawatts, but then was challenged by Thomas Sterling that he may have made a mistake in his calculation. It's more like 200 megawatts. Right. And Thomas himself came up with a number that was higher than 100 megawatts or thereabouts. So we're still some discrepancies, and these are multi-million-dollar discrepancies.
So you changed positions. You moved from the director of NERSC to the deputy director of the Berkeley Lab.
Yes.
How has this changed your perspective on computer science?
So I think the perspective is maybe has changed by looking at many of the other scientific applications and work that is done at a lab like Berkeley Lab in areas such as nanoscience, next generation light sources, bio fuels, genomics. I look there and I see computing everywhere. I find it very rewarding to have a different perspective and access to many different applications, and hopefully bring them together with my former colleagues in computing sciences to make progress.